my name's Randy. We're gonna do a good morning flow today to build some energy, build some heat, and get us going for the day. So let's come on to our hands and knees. We're gonna start by warming up our wrists. Go ahead and do some circles over your wrists. We're gonna go counterclockwise and then clockwise. Whichever way you were doing, go ahead and reverse that now. And go the opposite way. Hands flip towards the sides of the mat. Go side to side into your wrists here. Maybe get in a few circles here as well. Flip your hands back to point towards your knees. Sink your hips towards your heels and let the heels of your hands peel up. And then rock forward, rock back, rock forward, rock back, rock forward. Go ahead and flip your hands forward. Right hand over left, and then you're just gonna wag out your left arm. What a terrible phrase. Gently rock your arm, and now do the opposite side, from side to side. Release the right hand. Go on into your down dog. If this is your first down dog of the day, like it is mine, go ahead and pedal out your feet. Press into the heels of your hands. Walk your hands towards your feet. Forward fold. Let your head hang heavy. You can shake it yes and no if you'd like. Feel your lower back really releasing here. You can have a nice bend in your legs, especially if this is your first form of movement for the day. Let this feel nice. You can sway from side to side. Walk your hands forward, come back onto your hands and knees. Sweep your right arm up towards the sky, and then weave your right hand under the left. Bring your right ear to the floor. Sweep your left hand up towards the sky, and then if you want to take a wrap, you can take that hand and see if you can get it in the right hip crease, grabbing your thigh. If not, you just keep it swept up towards the sky. Breathe. Left hand comes back to the floor. Push on back up. Sweep your left hand towards the sky. Open up here. And then weave your left hand under your right. Sweep your right arm up towards the sky. If you want to take the bind, go ahead and work that right hand into the left hip crease. Open up. Take some deep breaths. Tug back on the right hip. Release the bind. Release your right hand to the floor. Go ahead and take a few cat-cows. Sit bones up towards the sky, pull your chest through your hands, and then dome your back, tuck your tailbone, drip your head towards the mat. If you're feeling a little animalistic, you can do some barrel rolls. Let your body move in a way that feels authentic and good to you. Stopping in any spots that might feel sticky or like they need a little extra time spent on them today. All right, press back up into down dog. Look at your hands at the front of the mat. You can jump, step, hop your feet to the front of the mat, halfway, forward fold, and then you're gonna forward fold the entire way. I don't know what happened to my voice right there. Go ahead and sweep your arms up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale your hands towards your chest. Sweep them back up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the floor, jump, step, hop. Your feet to the back of the mat. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Immediately bend into your feet. Jump, step, hop your feet to the front of the mat. Halfway up, halfway lift, and then forward fold. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, hands towards your heart. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the floor. You can jump, step, hop your feet to the back of the mat. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Bend into the knees. Jump, step, hop your feet to the front of the mat. Come into our halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to your chest. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Jump, step, hop your feet to the back of the mat. Up dog, down dog. Sweep your right leg towards the sky. Right knee to right tricep, and then kick your right foot through your left hand. So you're in this triangle pose, fallen triangle pose. Left hand comes to the floor. Come to the knife edge of the left foot. Right foot is going to drip behind you, nice and slowly, wild thing on the left hand. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. Right foot up towards the top of the mat. Open up, warrior two. Sink into that front left leg. Inhale. Exhale, skandasana towards the back of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, hands come to the front of the mat. Right foot meets left, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Sweep your left foot up towards the sky. Left foot touches left tricep. Up into down dog. Three-leg down dog. And then left knee in towards chest. Kick it through to your fallen triangle. Hips open up. Right hand comes to the floor. Left knee comes in, and then swivel onto your right foot. Reaching your left toes back behind you, wild thing. Left arm reaches up and overhead. Feel that nice big opening in our chest and our front body. Left knee comes in towards your front body. And to the front of the mat. Open up, warrior two. Arms open up wide, adjust your feet as needed. Bend into the left leg. Inhale. Inhale. Left leg grows long, skadasana to the back of the mat. Sink your hips down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, front of the mat. Hands cartwheel around the left foot. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Right leg lifts towards the sky. This time, right knee touches left tricep. Kicks through the arm, fallen triangle. Left hand to the mat. Swivel on to the knife edge of the left foot. Right toes tap behind you. Wild thing. Right knee into chest. Left foot to the front of the mat. Open up, warrior two. Sink into it. Skandasana to the back of the mat. Right hand comes to the outside of the left foot. All 10 toes swivel till they point towards the left side of the mat, what's now the left side of the mat. Hips lifted. Now sink your hips towards the floor. Lift them up again, so we're making this cute little dance. Swivel back. Come onto the front of the mat, nice and low, like you're crouched like a tiger. Chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Sweep your left leg towards the sky. Left knee to right tricep. Kick it through. Triangle. Fallen triangle, sorry. Open up. Right hand to the floor. Swivel on to the knife edge of the right foot. Placing the left toes behind you, wild thing. Open up. Left knee into chest. Bring those toes to the front of the mat, warrior two. Sink into the front leg. Inhale, exhale, skandasana to the back of the mat. Inhale, left hand comes to the mat. Swivel all toes so they point to the now right side of the mat. Right arm reaches up and overhead. Sink your hips towards the floor. Reach the right arm towards the front of the mat. Lift back up, making that nice rainbow again. Come on back through. We're not exactly going to go into our skandasana, but we're going to keep nice and low. And crouch as we come to the front of the mat again. Hands to the floor, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Sweep your right leg towards the sky. This time we're coming directly into our wild thing. So swivel onto the left foot. Right toes drip behind you. Now, right toes to the front of the mat. Open up, warrior two. Skandasana to the back of the mat. Right hand comes to the outside of the left foot. Swivel all the toes so they point towards the left side of the mat. Arc your left arm up overhead. Lift the hips and then drop the hips. And then lift the hips again. Come back through our little crouching situation here that we have going on, like we're sneaky little robots. Come on, bring your feet to point towards the front of the mat. Lift up into warrior three. Good. Let's see if we can open our hips to the side of the room to half moon. You can always have a block under your right hand here if you'd like. Now let's see if we can go back to warrior three. That block can help with stability. Also having one spot to gaze at on the floor. Let's see if we can open our hips now. Will help as well with balance. Hips towards the floor. One more time. Let's see if we can open back up. Half moon. Close it off. Warrior three. Foot to the back of the mat. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Left foot reaches towards the sky. Coming right into wild thing. So those left toes come back behind the right leg. Open up. Left foot to the front of the mat. Warrior two. Here we are. Sink into it. Inhale. Exhale. Skandasana to the back of the mat. Left hand comes to the outside of the right foot. Swivel all your toes to the other side of the room. Arc. So you're making this big rainbow with the right side of your body. Dip your hips. Stretch the opposite side. Come on back up into our rainbow. All right, come into like a high skandasana and then crouch to the front of the mat. Rotating your feet so they all point towards the top of the mat now. Warrior three. Push into the right or the left heel. Ground down through all four corners of that standing foot. The foot or the knee can be bent here. Now let's see if we can open up into half moon. Again, have a block under you if that is helpful for your balance. Come back up into warrior three. Open up into half moon. Warrior three. Half moon. Ooh, getting into our hips here. Warrior three. Half moon. Warrior three. Bend that front leg. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Right leg reaches towards the sky. Coming right into warrior two this time. Bring your right foot to the front of the mat, open up. Reach your arms nice and wide. Skandasana to the back of the mat. Right hand comes to the mat as you swivel all your toes to the other side of the room. Sweep your left arm up overhead and then drop your hips. And then lift your hips, make that nice big arc. Come through this little creepy crawly move we've been doing. Toes point towards the front of the mat. Warrior three. Open your hips up, half moon. See if you can bend your left leg and grab that leg with your left hand. Okay. Might be helpful to have your fingers on the block or on a floor. I've got mine on the floor. But this is a nice way to get a really deep stretch in your left quad. Good. Release. Come back through warrior three. Bring the left knee to the outside of the left foot and come back up. So little squat. 1, 2. We're going to do one more. You've got it. Good. Left foot to the back of the mat. Chaturanga. Up dog and down dog. Sweep your left leg towards the sky. Left foot to the front of the mat. Open up warrior two. Sink into that front leg. Push into Skandasana at the back of the mat. Left foot or left hand comes to the outside of the left foot and swivel open. Make a nice big arc in our right body. Drip your hips to the floor. Sweep on up. Another arc. Rotate your feet. Creepy crawl your way to the front. Rotate your feet again. Ground down through the front leg to bring you into warrior three. Here we are, open up, half moon. Good job. Always have something to gaze at. Again, fingertips can be on the floor, on a block. See if you can bend your lifted leg and grab it, your ankle, with your right hand. And really press back with the right ankle. So you're really kicking up. Again, I actually think having fingertips on a block or on the floor can really help you get a little bit deeper into this stretch. Release the leg. Come back through warrior three. Bend that left leg, doing 3 squats. 1, 2, one more. I know you guys have this in you. Let's do it. 3, back up. Right leg to the back of the mat. Chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Okay. Take a moment here in your down dog. Take a few breaths. Inhale. Walk your feet up to meet your hands. Forward fold for a moment. Feel that nice stretch in your hammies here. You can do a few more of those bounces that we did at the beginning. Let your hands come to the floor. And if you want, you can practice an inversion with me I'm gonna practice handstand. You can practice forearm stand, legs up the wall, headstand, whatever your choice of the day is, go for it. Again, I'm gonna demo handstand. Always great to have a wall behind you if you're new to this posture. Hands come to the floor. Pour weight into your fingertips. This is a great exercise, by the way, if you're just getting used to letting your fingertips and your hands have some weight into them and gaining some strength in your hands and your wrists. Come onto your toes and just shift over your fingertips. And just do those reps. Shift forward, okay? And that'll get you familiar with shifting weight into your hands, and it'll help strengthen your hands and your wrists. Great exercise to do if you're wanting to learn how to handstand and make that a part of your practice. Okay, so I'm gonna demo just a regular handstand and then I'll do a puppy press. So reach your whatever leg feels natural towards the sky. And actually the way I first learned to handstand in the middle of the room, gaze between your hands, kick your kicking leg toward the heel towards your hip. So that's my standing leg here is my kicking leg. And it's my right leg. So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna kick my right heel towards my right hip, okay? And I'm gazing between my hands the whole time. And the way I first learned to catch this in the middle of the room was not only bringing my heel towards my hip, but also this top leg, bending it and going into stag handstand. So I'm gazing between my hands, and when I kick up, I'm bringing my right heel towards my hip, and I'm bending that front leg, or the kicking leg, the one that's standing towards the sky, because that counterbalance is what helped me find the balance in the middle of the room. I found that I was fearful of kicking up with a straight leg, and that made me not kick up as powerfully. So when I bent my leg that was reaching towards the sky, once I got it up there, it helped catch that counterbalance because I wasn't kicking strong enough to get me up there, if you know what I mean. So I was kicking like this, right? And that wasn't strong enough because I was afraid of toppling backwards. So if you just bend that top leg, you might get just enough counterbalance to get you in your handstand. So if you're fearful and you're finding that you're not kicking up powerfully enough to catch it with a straight leg, try that. Try bending at the top and see if that stag position will help you catch the balance. You might just need that little extra counterbalance to help you hang in the middle there. Try it out. It might be helpful. The second one I'm going to demo is puppy press. So if you're working on your press handstand, this is a great way to first get that press sensation before you move to both feet lifting off the ground at the same time. So your hands on the floor, gaze between the hands. You're going to come up onto your right, or whatever foot feels natural for you. For me, that's my right toes, right? And my left toes are up and towards, like, kind of like I'm peeing on a fire hydrant here, okay? It's lifting up and kind of cockeyed to the side. And I'm on my right toes, and then I'm just gonna lean forward into my hands and see if I can fly that right leg out to the side is where it's going. It's not going straight behind me. That's gonna be a little bit more difficult. But if I can lift it up and out, then I can get I can get it up. It sounded weird. Okay, hands to the floor. All right, so we're gonna pee on a hydrant here. Gaze in between our hands. Come up onto our right toes and see if we can cut it out into the right as we lift our hips up over our shoulders. And that is the whole goal. And that's why puppy press is so helpful when you're first learning your press handstand, because your hips are so much closer to already being over your shoulders. When you get your hips over your shoulders, everything becomes so much lighter. So if you're starting out with press, try puppy press. It might be the perfect starting point for you. Wherever you are, get in a few more minutes of play, a few more minutes of upside down time. Another nice inversion, if you're not interested in ever doing a handstand, is just a good forward fold. Just reversing your blood flow here. If you're done with your inversions, come on to your back body. Lie down on the floor. Ground down into your feet. We're going to do a bridge pose here as our back bend for the day. So clasp your hands under your glutes. Shimmy your shoulder blades closer together. Press into your heels and send that bend up towards your upper spine by pressing your feet into the ground. Send the bend up towards the chest. Release your hands, release your glutes to the floor. Let your knees knock in. Neutralize the spine here. Grab the knees. Go ahead and grab behind the knees. Take a few rock and rolls up your spine until you're in a seated position. Let your legs go nice and long out in front of you. Lengthen through your spine from your sit bones all the way up through the crown of your head. Inhale. On your exhale, forward fold. Just a nice, gentle forward fold here. Nothing crazy. You don't have to go too deep. Think elongating your spine on the inhale, softening into it on your exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Gorgeous. Just be here for a few moments. Release your feet. Go ahead and bend your left knee and bring your left heel outside of your right hip, and then you're going to cross your right knee over top of your left here. So we're in our little shoelace position. Inhale, grow long through the spine. Exhale, grab your feet and fold over your knees. Take a few breaths. Feel your glutes stretching out. Relax into it. Feel it get nice and melty. Release any tension that you're holding on to. All right, come back up through center. We're just going to do a little transition here. We're going to put our hands to the outside of our left hip, ground down into your right foot, come on up, spin, 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 till you're on the opposite side with your right knee underneath your left. If that didn't work for you, just get in the opposite position. Grab onto your feet, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Release any tension here on this side as well. If you're holding on to anything, you don't need to. Let it go. Feel yourself get soft and melty. Sink into your hips here. Come back through center. Uncross your legs. Feet to the front of the mat. Lay down on your back. Arms reach wide, legs reach wide. We've made it to the end. I hope you guys are feeling energized, awakened. I hope your body's feeling nice and open after all that opening we did. Let yourself get melty here and take a break. If it's even before the start of your day, even better. Take this moment to have a clean slate to your day. Have a clear mind. Take a deep breath in. Invite a beautiful day to your life, right? And exhale any negative thoughts or emotions that you have held on to so far today. Release them, right? Inhale. Invite something beautiful to your life. Exhale negativity. Thank you for joining me today, you guys. I hope you had a great class. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.